So we're along Rochor Canal Road, and behind me is Rochor Centre, HDB development consisting of 4 blocks. In 2011, the Singapore statutory boards of the Land Transport Authority and the Singapore Land Authority announced that they were going to demolish and acquire this development to make way for the North-South Expressway. So we expect that by the end of 2016, this year, this development here, this HDB block, iconic building, will probably be demolished. So back in its heyday, Rochor Centre had over 180 shops, and many of them sold prayer goods, partly because there's a big temple, a very important temple nearby, where a lot of people go to pray, and so locating here was a very convenient way to allow people to stop by here, buy the things, and then go to the prayers, go to the temple to do their prayers. So we're now on the 4th floor of Rochor Centre, and as you can see, it's a communal space with a fitness corner, playground, as well as some barbecue pits back there. So this level was mainly for the residents to come down at the end of every day to get to know each other and to foster a sense of community and what people like to often call a kampong spirit. The blocks you see here, flats, didn't start off with these colors. When they were built in 1977, they started life as plain white, as many HDBs start off. But in 1994, as part of an upgrading program, they were given this makeover where they were painted these colors that you see today. And with that makeover, Rochor Centre became quite an iconic building with its bold colors and, in a way, something that people down on the street where we were earlier would never fail to notice. The Rochor flats are designed in the podium and tower style, with the first 3 floors consisting of shops, the 4th floor being the community space, and levels 5 to 16 of the 4 blocks being for residences. As you can see, many of the shops have already closed as they've decided to relocate, or many of them have decided to retire. We're now on the 16th floor of the green block of Rochor Centre, and as you can see, this side of the development has a really amazing view of the city. One can imagine that in 1977, when the first residents moved in, many of the buildings you see now didn't even exist. Back then, the people probably had a pretty good view of the sea with the port and the ships, but as the decades went by and as Singapore progressed and urbanized, the view of the sea was increasingly blocked by the architecture of the city. One often wonders how the residents feel or felt as the city grew larger and skywards and increasingly hindered the view of the sea. Did they feel more fear than pride, or was it the other way around? Back in the distance, you can see the CBD with the banks, your OCBC Bank, UOB, and DBS, as well as the Swiss Hotel, Raffles City. Then you can also see the National Library Board, Singapore's main library, designed by Malaysian architect Ken Yang. You can, in that little sliver between the South Beach Towers and the Shaw Brother Towers, you can see Marina Bay Sands peeking out. Nearby, you have the up-and-coming dual development, as well as Bugis Junction in the foreground.